What is the real cost that distractions and losing focus are costing your life and your business? Watch this video to find out about what attention distraction is and the stunning impacts it can be having on your life and your business. For the best insight, tools, and strategies to fast track your life and business to the next level, subscribe to my channel and be sure to hit the bell to be notified whenever I post a new video. If you're ready to move forward in your life or your business, but you find yourself hitting a wall, by the end of this video, you'll have powerful insight into just what attention distraction is and the profound impact it can be having on your life. Hi, I'm Lisa Jean, and I'm a reinvented attorney and CEO of a multi-million-dollar business, turned mindset and high-performance coach. And I specialize in working with attorneys and other growth-focused business professionals and entrepreneurs. Attention distraction, the real cost of losing focus. This is part one of a two-part series. And in this part, we're going to look at the cost of attention distraction on the quality of our lives and how not managing the ever-growing amount of distractions and ineffective attention or focus management lends itself to lives that are not as happy, meaningful, or as successful as they could be. In part two, we're going to look at attention distraction and its effect on productivity and the cost of businesses in our professional environments. So what is attention distraction anyway? To give you one of the best examples of attention distraction there is, here's a wonderful statistic. The average person checks their phone 150 times a day. Yes, 150 times a day. To look at social media, to check text messages, their emails, calls, or anything else. The competition for our focus and attention in today's world has never been fiercer as we become more technologically interconnected and dependent. We are constantly being bombarded by technology that was originally designed to make us more connected and more productive. Emails, text messages, social media, phone calls, and constant alerts and notifications are just to name a few. Yet somehow we are experiencing more disconnection and isolation, and our productivity levels are falling significantly. In addition, we also have our own internal distractions that can rise up internally from our own thoughts or emotions. Sick children at home, worry about your finances or your relationships, or if you have a huge project deadline looming, can mentally and emotionally pull you away from the tasks and goals at hand that you are trying to complete. Our ability to direct and maintain our focus, attention, and concentration are having significant impacts on our lives, both personally and professionally. We experience a decrease in authentic and meaningful connection with other people, especially when we're supposed to be engaged in deep or meaningful conversations or strategy creating meetings. Think about it. When was the last time that you were engaged in a conversation for more than just a few minutes where someone didn't check their phone? And really think about it. Chances are it's been a long while, whether you were the person doing the checking or not. We also lose out on authentic connection with other people whenever we're not focused 100% or fully focused with what the other person is saying or expressing. And this ultimately impacts the quality of our relationship with that person. Building and maintaining quality relationships are a prerequisite and the foundation for sustaining a high quality of life. When the quality of our relationships starts to diminish, it can also lead to increased feelings of depression and anxiety. I was working with a client recently whose primary concern, which was wreaking havoc in her marriage of 11 years, was that her husband was becoming addicted to his phone. That he would get home from work, and after working the entire day and not seeing him, he would spend the first hour home on social media. Her expression to me was that the lack of connection she was feeling with her husband and the lack of importance it was leading both her and her children to feel was having irreparable damage done to their marriage. She felt that her and her children were being phubbed, which is an expression of being snubbed by someone with their phone. And it was such a concern. She felt that if it were to go on indefinitely, it could potentially jeopardize their marriage. So I invite you to consider, is there anyone that you may be phubbing in your life? Attention distraction also lends us to not being able to participate fully and presently in our own lives. Whether you're having a meeting at work or a serious conversation with a family member, when you're not focused entirely in the present moment and your focus is distracted, it's impossible for you to fully show up and participate. And this is true no matter if it's at your work or if it's at your house. When you're not focused, you may lose out on creating or responding to powerful insights or suggestions, or establishing a true empathetic connection that you otherwise would have made. because your lack of understanding is incomplete and you're simply not able to fully process or appreciate the significance of what is being shared with you. Or, on the other hand, if you do create any insights or other meaningful contribution that you would want to offer, want to contribute, you may become distracted and forget what the insight is that you even wanted to share in the first place. And I know I'm guilty of that myself. Think back to the last time you were in a meeting or having a deep conversation and suddenly realize that your focus had wandered somewhere else. What happened when you tried to respond? Was it as meaningful as it could have been? Did the other person notice? And I'm sure they did. And how did that make you feel? Really take some time to think about this. Distracted attention also severely limits our ability to create and to live inspired lives. The process of creation requires us to be able to immerse ourselves fully in the present moment, to achieve a state of flow, to create from a place of pure inspiration. A flow state occurs, also known as being in the zone, when we become so completely focused on an activity or so absorbed in the present moment and what it is that we're doing that we barely notice the time or the events occurring around us, because our entire being is involved in the activity at hand. To be able to create and to create from inspiration, either to write the book, blog, or podcast that you've been procrastinating working on, or to brainstorm the goals that you want to set for yourself for the next 1, 3, or 5 years. Achieving a state of flow or being in the zone is critical. However, if you're unable to maintain your concentration for more than a few minutes at a time, the ability to reach a state of inspired flow, much less to maintain the state at all, becomes severely diminished, if it's achievable even at all. Distracted focus also creates opportunity costs for doing other meaningful things in our lives. In addition to impairing our ability to create, when we are in a state of constant scattered attention, we lose out on the time that we could be doing other things that are more meaningful to us. The way this works is twofold. First, when we lack focus, our productivity levels are diminished, and the time that takes us to complete any task or project takes longer. On average, it takes us up to 50% longer to complete a task or a project whenever our concentration is divided. 50%. This extra time that it takes us to complete these tasks or projects cuts into the time that we could be working on projects that are meaningful to us and that we have wanted to accomplish, such as writing a book or a blog, creating that webinar, or practicing or learning a new hobby or skill that could move us forward in our lives towards our goals. Cumulatively, a lack of focus has profound impacts on our everyday lives and drastically decreases the quality of our lives, including our ability to participate fully in our lives and our ability to be creative and to act from inspiration. Now you understand about the staggering implications that attention distraction and lack of focus can have on your life. But what about the impact to your business? Make sure to watch my next video, part 2 in this series on attention distraction, to learn about the power of attention distraction and the effect it can have on your business. It's astounding. So now you know some effective tools to help you move towards your goals. But let's face it can be really difficult to habitually create consistent action towards your goals. So I created a free goals guide for you. You can download 6 easy steps to create consistent action towards your goals for free by clicking the link below this video. Make sure to also sign up for my monthly newsletter and blog with the best insight, tools, and strategies to up-level your life and business. The link is below. And if you like this video, please let me know by liking it, subscribe, and share it with your friends. And if you found this video helpful, comment below with the word helpful. Until the next video, have a great day.